So now that you've created a basic sample iBook, the question becomes, what do you do with it? Well, you've got a couple of options. In iBook's Author, you could take the time to preview it onto as many iPads as you have, but that becomes a rather time-consuming process. So, what I recommend is that you get back on your Bookery account, and under Author Tools, let's create a bookstore. So if you go to Manage My Stores, you can choose Create a New Store. And in this particular case, we'll call it Dave's Sample Store. You can give it a little bit of a description. Don't search for this store. I'm going to delete it when we're done. You can get creative and fancy. You can give it a banner. You can give it a picture. You can see right now I have no subscribers and no books because I haven't uploaded anything yet. Controlling access to your store is handy if you just want people that you give access to be able to see it. So public read is currently set to off, which means people can't see it, and by default public write is set the same way. So let's leave it like that. If you did want to change, you simply click on the button, and if public read is set to on, people will be able to search for your materials. Same deal for public write. Little rule of thumb, you can give certain people access to be able to write books to your bookstore, and that would probably be a safer bet than leaving public write open and allowing anyone who stumbles across your bookstore to publish anything that they want there. Once you've done all of this, you just hit save and your bookstore is ready to go. So now we're going to go back to iBook's Author for a moment, and I have given this book the title of samplebook.iba, and I'm going to take just a second to save it, which is on my other screen. You can't see, but I just went to the File menu and chose Save. And then I'm going to open a program that you can get from the Bookery store called Bookry Uploader. To find Bookry Uploader on the store, take a look back at the wiki and follow the link that leads right to the download page for it. If you download this, this will automatically move your book from your computer up onto the cloud where anyone can download it. So I'm going to click on Continue. It's going to take a minute to sign me in. And I'm going to select my file, which in this case I have saved on my desktop as samplebook.iba. When I choose Open and Continue, it gives you a list of all the books that you're working on. Choose the one that corresponds with this one, which in this case I created before, a book called Emma's Big Adventure in a video that you may or may not have watched. If you haven't done this step, you can create a brand new book down here by typing in the name. I'm just going to choose Emma's Big Adventure and choose Continue. Bookery is then going to go through the process of checking to see what changes have been made to your book. What's nice is it will only upload new information, so if you have a fairly large size book, which you can get pretty easily, as soon as you start embedding lots of pictures and videos, it will only upload the new content. So it's going to go through this progress bar, and once it reaches 100% done, it changes to your book was successfully uploaded. So in this case, you're going to then click on View Your Shelf Online. When you do that and log in, you'll see that you've got this Emma's Big Adventure thing. You'll know that it's taken when this blank canvas here changes to the picture that's the cover of your book. Now it takes a couple of minutes here to actually upload. You'll see when you click on it that you get this book upload. We're converting your uploaded book at the moment. This may take some time depending on the size of your book. Click refresh to see if it's done yet. Mine's a pretty small book, so I'm anticipating this won't take too long. But I'm going to pause this video now until it's done so that you don't have to sit and wait through it with me. Alright, so this took about 2 minutes, but my book is now available, and you can tell because it says Emma's Big Adventure here. It tells you about how long it was, how many widgets are in there. Now you're not done yet. This isn't available for everybody. What you have to do first is add a description. You can give it any tags you want, or you're required to at least give it a summary. And when you click save, you should now be able to share your book. And you'll see a list of all of the places where you could share it. I haven't shared anything to the gallery yet. I'm only going to put this in Dave's Sample Bookstore. So I'm going to click on the little box there. And you can choose the formats. PDF allows it to be viewed on any device or any computer, but all the interactivity is gone. Or iBooks format, which allows people to open it within their iBooks app on their iPad. You can also choose to give people access to the IBA file, which is the file that you built your book from. I have not done that, but you can choose that format. And then click on Yes, Share My Book, and it will automatically be available in your stores. So, what happens next? You go over to your iPad, and you go to Bookry.com and log in from your iPad. And once you're in, you click on Bookstores. You'll see that Dave's Sample Store has been added to the stores that I run, so I'm going to click on that. And you'll see that I am sharing one book, and it's called Emma's Big Adventure. So I'm going to click on that, and it gives you a nice little preview of what it looks like. And I'm going to choose the Download Now button. And on my iPad, what that does is give me the option to choose, do I want it in PDF format or iBooks? I want it in iBooks format, so I'm going to choose Download Now. Your screen is going to look like it's not doing anything. If it's a really big book, that blue bar is going to increase very, very slowly. But eventually that's going to go away, and you have the opportunity to open it in multiple formats, but we're going to choose iBooks again. And it will take just a moment, but your bookshelf will load. If you have a proof of your book, that will not disappear. But there it is. Emma's Big Adventure is now available on my iPad. I recommend for distribution of your books that you create a student account and you give that student account access to your bookstore, and that then you have them all go at the same time to the bookstore and download your book that way. Then you don't have to worry about pushing it out one by one. And that is how you upload a book to Bookry.